Blessings. Good morning, family. For those who do not know, my name is Crystal. Welcome. So, hope you guys are doing well. Okay, so this word that I'm coming for, and to be honest, kind of sick of giving kingdom marriage words. I'm expecting myself, but it's so much. But it's not what I want, it's what the Lord wants, and that's what He wants me to do, and that's what I'm gonna do. So, for those who know that you are in your season and God has already revealed to you, and you are in your waiting and you're still waiting for the connection of your kingdom spouse that God has ordained for you. Could be one you already with them before and God separated you and you're waiting for God to put you back together, or you've never met them and God's putting you together, or at one point God connected you in some way, somehow, then disconnected you, and you're waiting for the connection. Okay, so some parts in this dream are personal. The Lord asked me not to reveal those things, so I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to work around it. Okay, so this is what the Lord is saying. I'm just going to look down on my notes here. Hang on a second. Okay, so this is for those who have children. Okay, because the Lord used my son in the dream. The dream, sometimes what God will use family members or whatever to get His message across. Doesn't mean it's specifically for me, but it's for others. Okay, so the Lord is saying for some of you if you have children, God is going to use. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes on my phone. So back up. Okay, now it says, for some of you, if you have children, God is going to use your children to meet your God-ordained spouse. It's going to be like a play date. In the dream, it was to show also to how you are a parent to your child. Like your spouse is going to see that, like on the play date. They're going to know. They're going to see how good of a mother or a father you are. And they are going to look at the fruit. And God is just, I guess, going to reveal some more things to them. However that is, again, everything I say, take it back to the Lord, okay? So, but I do want to mention one part of the scene in the dream. I was walking through a big metal heavy door. I didn't understand even the knob was metal, excuse me, and it was hard to push through. So I had to seek the Lord on the interpretation, and He wanted me to look up the word Joshua. Now, I have two sons, okay, but the Lord only used one of my sons in the dream. Like, again, it's always for a purpose. There's always a reason. It's symbolic. So my oldest son's name is Joshua, okay? So Joshua, the Lord wanted me to look up the word of the meaning. Joshua means in Hebrew, it means God is deliverance. So the Lord is saying, see, he's always so awesome, in everything that He does. He makes it plain. Joshua means God is deliverance, okay? God is delivering you to your spouse, some of you guys, okay? Deliverance in the strong concordance, it means help, it means rescue, it means victory, it means salvation. So God is going to get the victory, right, in your connection. He takes all the honor and the glory and the praise, right, in your union. And again, this is for purpose. Your marriage is going to bring a lot of people back to God, to Christ, okay? Also, for some of you, God is going to send your spouse to your rescue. So this part too doesn't mean that you have to have children, but for some people, God has already spoken to you. So this, you already know, this part is just like confirmations. For some of you guys, you know that God is going to send your spouse to rescue and take you out wherever that you are. He is the rescue. So that's why the Lord also used Joshua too. So again, take things, if you hear it, take it back to the Lord, okay? So yes, so the Lord is going to send rescue to you to help you, and wherever that you are, you're living, God is going to send that help, okay, to come and get you. Okay, so that's just more like a confirmation again. So the Lord really wanted me to look up the door. So again, in the dream, there was like a heavy door, and I opened up the door, and I know it was an appointment with God, right? Okay. So, and I walked through the door. Okay, so the Lord wanted me to look up a door, a metal door. I'm looking down at my notes here, okay? So a door represents symbolically means entering, you're stepping in through a door. You are taking a new opportunity in your life, right? It's a new beginning, it's a new start, it's a new whole thing, you know, in general, it's new. So that's what it means. You're opening into the new. It's something that is unknown, unheard of. So now the Lord led me to look up what the definition is of a metal door. I'm like, okay, Lord, right? So this is so awesome. So the door was metal and it was heavy. So the difference between a wooden door and a metal door, unlike wooden doors that can break down and rot, steel and metal doors will not crack, they will not warp, allowing the elements to enter your home. Okay. So, why to have a steel door? It increases security. I hope you guys got that spiritually, right? God is our solid rock foundation. When God sets things and ordains it, it never fails, it will never break, right? That we have that full security in him, that we know that we did the right thing, we are in the will of God, right? Things will not break. When we try to do it our own way, our own will, things will always fall apart. But if we do it his way, you know, he is the solid rock foundation. Again, too, what God has joined together, let no man separate. So there was a word, not a word. It was just like a teaching. I was like on those shorts on YouTube about Adam and Eve, or it was more like Eve. So one thing that sticked out, they were talking about rib from Genesis. You know, God made Adam fall into a deep sleep, and he took one of the ribs and made Eve. Right. So actually, rib, how everybody thinks, like the side rib, it's not the true translation. So the true translation in Aramaic means rib means actually side. It means another half, right? One cannot be complete without the other. Okay. So that just, and also too, I wanted to mention, I think they were saying a helper. So when it says in the Bible that I will send a help meet, it's not actually mean a helper. How they were saying it as in the teaching, um, a helper is more like somebody like actually like I could say like a butler. You know, they help, they're a maid, they do those things. That's not what it is. That's not the true meaning. But the true meaning, it means a rescuer. So I just wanted to point that out. Okay, so there's just a few scriptures that I'm going to give, but again, everything that I say, take it back to the Lord and let the Lord speak to you and take what is yours. So there is some parts that you can have children, and some parts that their children don't need to be involved, but yet the Lord is sending your spouse to come and rescue you. That part is more like a confirmation. And the Bible verses given are Matthew 7:24-25, and this is the Lord is our solid rock foundation. And then Mark 10 and Matthew 19:6, talking about what God has joined together, let no man separate. So again, that was the end of the word. It's super quick, super easy today, which is all right, okay? But again, take everything I say back to the Lord. Let the Lord minister to you. God is not a God that or a man that he shall lie. Everything that he said, it shall happen. But we need to know what season that we are in to know that, things are going to come to pass. Okay. So I love you guys. And again, God leads me accordingly. I will be back here again. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Bye for now. Shalom. Sorry, I was editing the word and I forgot to mention a thing. Okay. So, when you are going to be connected, and if you do have children, like say your spouse to be has children and you have children, know that on your spouse's side and even on your side, the counterfeit will still be around. So, and the Lord wanted me specifically to say this. I don't know what it is, but he wanted me to this is what he was showing me. So, if this speaks to you, take it back to the Lord. Okay? So, If you see your spouse with a counterfeit and they have their children, and you have your children, right? And you might think that they are together, but the Lord was showing it's not always what it seems like. I don't know who that is for, but I just felt like I needed to come on here and talk to you guys about it, because that's for somebody. But that's what the Lord was showing me. Sorry, the dogs are barking. I can hardly hear because I got headphones on. But it's not always seems what it looks like, right? I hope that makes sense. So it might look like they are together, but they are not. So again, whoever that is for, take that back to the Lord if it speaks to you. Anyways, I just wanted to add that. Bye for now.